The Wester Pickston Railway is the home of the Scottish Model Engineering Trust. Situated about 3 miles out of Methven on College Road, the railway is located in 7 acres of woodland. The Trust holds 4 open days a year when members of the public can ride trains on the extensive track. Parking and admission is free, the only charge is for the train rides. Ground level track has 3 rails to allow 2 gauges of trains to run. The inner rail is for 5-inch gauge locomotives, whilst the outer rails are for 7¼ inch gauge trains. This is a vital part of the day for the guys running steam locomotives. They need to get their engines into steam, so they bring them here onto the steaming bays, and this is where they put water into the locos, light the fires, and gradually start to bring the locos up to steam. So how do you start a steam loco? It's quite easy really. You use a box of firelighters. Put the firelighters into the firebox, and once you've got water in the loco, I also put a paraffin soaked sticks in as well. So now we've got the blower powered up. Bob's lighting a fire, so light the sticks and insert those into the firebox. You'll see the fire start to catch, and the blower is now sucking the air through the firebox to give us a good draft to get the fire going. Yeah, Bob's just been saying to me that he uses house coal to initially light the fire because it's easier to light than the anthracite that we normally run during the day. So in goes the coal. And you'll notice there's quite a bit of smoke coming out the smoke box now. That is a problem with house coal. Yes, the problem is with house coal, it gets very smoky. There's Pete with Tom Rolt. His firebox has been lit for a few minutes now, and it's just starting to burn quite nicely. So first thing that the signalman does when he arrives is to set up the signal heads. You can see the flashing red lights here, and they're in a test mode at the moment just to make sure that everything's okay, but they'll be used during the day. They'll go from red to green when they're clear to go. This is the main water tank where the guys who are running steam locos will get replenished during the day, and you'll also see a box below it which is the station master's request for a train to leave the station. He'll push the button, that will send a message through to the signal box, and the signalman will clear the track for the loco to leave, and he'll change it to green. This is a section of track that's just been cleared from the signal box, and you'll see that the light has gone green, so any of the drivers coming down this part of the track will see a green light and know that they can proceed straight on. Passengers board a train at the station, which is beside the picnic area. You leave the station and travel into woodland before emerging over the bridge at Jeff's Halt. Winding back to the car park brings you to the steam lorry crossing. The Trust has a number of members who run steam road vehicles. These provide alternative journeys through the woods. This is the steam lorry park where some of our members bring their lorries to run during the day and give people rides. After the crossing, the track curves through the woods to Duck's End Station. This is a very recent addition to Wester Pickston. It's called Airlie Sawmill, and it uses an old petrol driven static engine driving a huge circular saw blade. This is a Lister petrol engine, and it has a belt drive to the circular saw blade, which is mounted on a table that you can see here. The train then winds its way through woodland back to the station.
Why did this happen?
The Wester Pickston Railway is incredibly popular with families who have a great day out. Why not come to our next open day? You won't be disappointed.